Okay, go fuck yourself.
Okay, God bless you, bro. Hail Jesus Christ. Satan doesn't love you, bro.
So, when you ejaculate, is that murder?
No. The living organism starts at conception. When the sperm and egg join together and meets, that's when the distinct genetic DNA code and information that makes you you starts. I'm asking about your genetic information. When do you gain your genetic information? When does that start? When does that begin?
When my dad my mom.
I do not agree with the abortion is murder.
Why not?
Because the baby's not considered really...
The what?
Not even a baby.
You said the baby?
The end zone? I think it's called.
Why'd you call it a baby if it's not a baby?
I think it's called a fetus.
The fetus? Yeah, but yeah, it is a fetus.
But it always doesn't become the fetus after a certain point.
Yeah, so
which is like
zygote.
the last 3 months. But before that's when the abortion happens. Because before it has a brain.
Before that, it's a zygote.
That's what it's called.
Zygote, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not conscious. It's
so.
It's not fully formed.
The question.
Since it's not a complete, fully human being, therefore it's not considered.
Well, it's a human. It's a human being at a different development of life. For example, right? Is a 1-year-old baby the same as you?
Yes.
It is? Can the 1-year-old baby walk?
No.
So there's different stages of development in life, but your moral value is based on you as a human. And I would ask you then is, what is the zygote? Is the zygote a human? Is it a, what is it? Like what is a fetus?
It's like saying that, in my opinion, it's like saying that abortion is murder is also saying making scrambled eggs is also murder to a chicken. Would you agree with that?
No.
Then that's the same process though.
How?
Because the egg is the same, because the process of an egg, like making a baby and it's before the chick, is the same, is literally the same process before the baby.
Are you equating the value of life of a chicken to a human? Oh, I would hope.
It's one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks and everything's fucked. You don't really know
Hey, bro,
why.
you want to talk?
Just justify ripping someone's head off. I love Limp Bizkit.
What are you talking about, man?
Limp Bizkit.
He just rapped a song.
All right. So yeah, look. The reason I think abortion's murder is because I believe that life begins at conception. At conception, at the fertilization, right, when the sperm meets the egg, right, and they join together, the zygote is formed. The zygote has the distinct DNA code and genetic information that makes you you.
Would you mind if I were to reference the Bible?
I'll get to that, man. Wait, are you for me or against me here?
I'm more so against.
Okay. So, but before we get there, I believe that life begins at conception. Why do I believe that? Because the genetic DNA code and information that makes you distinct from every other human being is found at conception. And did you know that the genetic DNA that you have, right, the genetic information that makes you you, is found at conception, and it's the same genetic information that you'll die with. So the beginning of you is at conception. It's just at a different stage of life, a different developmental stage of life. And I'm saying that regardless of your size, regardless of the amount of cells you're composed of, or regardless of the development that you're in, your life has value because you are a human being. And I would say that humans deserve human rights. A fetus is a human. Life begins at conception, and therefore the fetus deserves human rights. And I don't believe that bodily autonomy goes so far as to harm another or to end the life of another.
Okay, but I feel like there are exceptions for that. So, if you think that's the case, if a woman, this is literally like a lot for me.
Yeah, you're good.
If a woman does decide to abort the baby, no matter the circumstance, rather because she got raped and didn't want the child, or she's too young, or knows that she can't support it, or whatever the mother's reason.
None of those reasons justify abortion, though.
Should she go to jail for murder because of said abortion?
Well, yeah, if we change the law to that, then yes. But right now, obviously, abortion is legal in some states, so no. But ultimately, what I'm saying is that abortion is murder and it's immoral. Right? You gave a whole bunch of circumstances that don't justify abortion, and then ask the question after that. You'd have to justify that those circumstances are okay. I wouldn't say that rape allows for the taking of innocent life. We don't repay evil with evil. We don't repay oppression with oppression.
What if the woman's life is on the line?
It's a good question. I would say that in that case, we should do everything in our power to allow for both lives to be preserved. And I would say to do everything that you can to allow nature to take its course in such a way that both lives get to live instead of, just killing one. But you know what's funny about that? That's less than 1% of abortions. If we can solve the 99% first, I would love for that. Would you ever ban 99% of elective abortions and then allowed for that less than 1%, that 0.6%, I believe, of life-saving treatment? Would you ever do that?
I actually wouldn't ban abortion at all.
So then, essentially, that example doesn't really hold any weight here, because I believe we should solve the normal, the general and the normative before we solve the outliers, right? We should solve the 99% before we solve that 1%. Isn't that fair? Because what you're doing is you're using life-saving treatment as a smokescreen for all abortions, but majority of abortions are elective because they just simply don't want the baby.
In my opinion, it's the woman's choice. In my opinion,
Woman's choice for what? For murder?
Well, it's her body.
It's not her body. It's not her DNA. How about this?
It is her DNA.
No, the at conception, new and distinct DNA from the mother is formed. So it's not her body.
Yeah, it might.
Here's my saying. You say my body, my choice. I say my DNA, my choice. So if it's not your DNA, it's not your choice.
Can I step in?
Sure.
So when you ejaculate, is that murder?
No.
Okay, so you said your DNA, your choice. So,
Is it technically my DNA?
Hey, hold on, buddy. My semen is my DNA, buddy. My semen. Hold on. False equivalence.
Wait.
No. Wait. I'm gonna respond to that. Hold on. Okay, it's a false equivalence fallacy there. Why? Because semen does not equate to conception. Here's why. The semen that I produce, is my semen and is not a living organism.
okay, what about the eggs in a woman?
The eggs in a woman is not a distinct living organism. The living organism is. I'm not done. Sir. Let me finish my answer. The living organism starts at conception when the sperm and egg join together and meets. That's when the distinct genetic DNA code and information that makes you starts. So it's a false equivalence to compare it to the egg by itself or the sperm by itself.
Okay, but what about?
Do you concede that point before we move on?
No, because
you don't concede. Okay, push back.
Literally does not agree with that.
Science does not agree that. So science believes that sperm is a distinct living organism for me.
No.
So it does
Science
agree
not
with
believe
that.
the fetus is a distinct.
That's
living
not true at all.
organism until it is born.
It literally is a distinct living organism at conception.
It's not at
When do you gain your genetic information? When is your genetic information that makes you distinct from the mother start?
It doesn't.
That's my question to you.
Your cells do not become yours. You have the same arithmetic and the same cells as your mother until you are out of the womb.
I'm asking about your genetic information. When do you gain your genetic information? When does that start? When does that begin?
That's such a stupid.
Okay,
argument.
well, it's not an argument, it's a question. So when does your genetic information begin?
When my dad fucked my mom in a.
No, it's not. It's not when they had sex. It's actually after sex, after when conception starts. So you're giving me snarky
so
responses.
Where does your DNA come from? This is such a stupid.
Well, it comes from the mother and father, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't start or begin until conception happens, until fertilization happens when the sperm meets the egg. That's scientifically true. Search it up. That's why 98% of biologists agree that life begins at conception.
So you're using.
It does.
So did you know that during biblical times they had abortions? And
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
No, they did.
No, they didn't. You're talking about the potion they would take in the book of Numbers.
Abortion.
Guess what
By
though?
all means,
Here's why
that's
it's not.
an abortion.
Here's why it's
Because
not.
Guess what
Okay.
we take now? Pills.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Here's why it's
thing.
not. Do you know the context of what you're referencing?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me the context. Go ahead.
It's because during that age,
Yep.
they were not religious zealots. They did not care, and
You're actually
abortion
so
was
wrong.
not seen
Hold on,
as
you're actually so wrong. The reason for that law, the reason for.
He wasn't a Muslim. He was a Jew.
Yeah, you're right. The reason for that law is actually because they were very, very religious. And now I'm going to inform you.
Okay, so
I'm going to inform you and I'm going to take you to school. The reason for that was actually not elective abortion. So now you're all right. So God bless you. Have a good day. Have a good day then. So if you're not going to let me educate you and you make a false statement, then the convo's over. Nice to meet you.
Okay, go fuck yourself.
Okay, God bless you, bro.
Abortion is murder. We can use is like.
Hail Jesus Christ. Satan doesn't love you, bro.
So
And if you want to debate that, we can. Don't be a coward.
we're saying abortion is equivalent to murder, correct? Like equivalency of abortion.
Sure, but not all forms of murder are the same, of course. But abortion is murder. Abortion is immoral.
We can
Yeah.
treat them as the same thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, abortion is murder. Yeah.
So when a man and a man fight and they cause a miscarriage of a woman, that is murder, correct?
A miscarriage? So if a man and a man fight,
Yes. And the woman is a miscarriage during the ensuing struggle. Would that be considered abortion? Murder?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be considered abortion. It would be considered a murder, of course, yeah. If me and you get in a fight and she's pregnant and we bump into her and her baby dies, yeah, we would be in trouble for that, of course.
But when quoted in Exodus 21, this is not considered a murder. This isn't a life for life. This is something where the man would have to pay a fine.
Could you read the passage where it says it's not a murder? Or you could consider it involuntary manslaughter.
Penalty is rather a fine rather than
Hold on.
life for a life.
I'll go to it. Exodus 21?
Exodus 21, 22 to 25.
Exodus 21.
Rather than most cases of murder where they are
Yeah. 21. How you doing? Good, good, good. God bless.
22 to 25.
22 to 25. I'm trying to go there. Come on, there's no harm. It says, but there is no harm. So the baby isn't dying.
Harm to the man, but is to cause miscarriage.
The one who hit her shall surely.
Herself, not serious injury. But
It literally, no, time out. It literally says, if there is, then you shall pay life for life. So if the baby dies, then they're supposed to die.
no, it's not for the woman. If there is no harm to the woman, if she's not seriously injured. Now,
It doesn't say that. How would there be harm if there? How would there be no harm if there's a miscarriage? That makes no sense, bro.
seriously injured on the woman's part.
Wait, no, that makes no sense. If there was a miscarriage, then that's harm.
No, seriously injured on the woman's part. The woman
It isn't. You're adding that to the text. You're eisegeting that. I know. Here, I'm not concerned with you eisegeting. I want the text. The text doesn't say that. Here. Point out which verse. Highlight the verse on my phone that says that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm giving it to you.
Yeah.
Highlight the. Oh, you clicked up.
and then trapped together and hid her pregnant so that her children come out, but there is no harm. The one who hit her. Okay, so if
No harm.
so, two men trapped
Is a,
together.
I have a question. Is a miscarriage?
I see it.
Is a miscarriage harm? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Conversation over. Thank you.
No.
No.
I don't think we're in the same. When men strive together, fighting,
Yeah.
and hit a pregnant woman so that her children come out,
Yeah.
you know, the child comes out.
What does come out mean in that context?
What do you think come out mean?
I'd have to read the context. I don't know.
Oh,
Doesn't
it
say.
says they. It
When men
says,
strive together and hit a pregnant woman,
Yeah.
but they're sorry, so the children come out.
Let me see it.
What is
no,
the
let me.
children
I
come out?
have
in
it.
this
Let me
case?
read it. It says, now suppose two men are fighting, and in the process they actually strike a pregnant woman, so she gives birth prematurely. If no further.
Wait, she gives birth, so then the baby doesn't die then?
Give birth prematurely.
Yeah, so then the baby doesn't die.
Baby most likely will die.
No, it doesn't, because it says if harm happens, then you kill the person. So you're eisegeting the text once again.
Hold on. Might I hold it again?
Sure.
Sorry. The one who hit her shall be. The one who hit her
So
shall
like,
be fined as
what's your argument here with that verse though, that you're misinterpreting?
if there is harm, they shall pay life.
That's why I ask you, what does it mean that the baby will come out? It doesn't say the baby will die. If the baby dies, what's going to happen? You literally kill the person that killed the baby. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's what it says.
Is that whenever the man hits a woman and the children comes out prematurely, that is most certainly death on the baby's part.
No, so you're eisegeting that. Mama, I only care about the text. It's not a different interpretation. It's I'm letting the text speak for itself. You're inserting something in the text. It literally tells you, if death happens, you kill the person that brought forth death.
The woman's part.
No, it doesn't say. No, you're lying, because the contrast is the baby coming out and living, and the baby coming out and not living.
You are interpreting it that when it says harm, you're interpreting this on the baby's part, but it actually infers on the woman's part.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that in the text. You're adding that to the text.
As one says, we shall oppose on whom shall hate the justice determined, so that her children come out, but there is no harm.
Children come out, but there's no harm. So the kids come out. So yeah, the children comes out. There's no harm. There's no harm in that premature birth. And if there is harm in the premature birth,
Bible version is that?
and this is ESV, English Standard Version. It's the most standard you'll get.
I was going for King James.
Yeah, English Standard Version is much better than the KJV.
Everyone says differently about which.
Yeah,
Bible.
well, I mean, irrelevant though. I mean, it's clear as day. If the baby comes out and there's no harm to the baby,
English standard is
they pay a
the
fine.
standard of which?
So here, now we're arguing translation. If the baby comes out and there's no harm, and the baby lives, they pay a fine. So now you're shifting topics. So if the baby comes out, if the baby is born and lives, you pay a fine. If the baby is born and dies, you don't pay or you die. Yeah. So
Is most certainly.
can you survive a premature birth?
If you are hit in the belly.
I asked you a question. Can you survive a premature birth?
This is false equivalency.
I'm asking you a question. Well, I mean, the text makes it clear though. If they survive, the baby survives, you pay a fine. If they don't survive, it doesn't say. I mean, you're adding that to the text, bro. You are. And here, how about this? You're gonna misinterpret the text. I'm gonna take you to Psalm 139 then, because I mean we're at an impasse. I mean it doesn't say that. I'll give you one last chance before I move on though, just so I can consider your argument. Give me the verse. I'll give you back the phone. Give me the verse that implies what you're saying.
so.
Exegete. I don't want an eisegesis. I want an exegete. Give me the verse.
Yes. When men strive together and hit a pregnant.
Can you highlight it?
Right.
So just tap on it.
So that.
This will be your last chance. If it doesn't work, we'll move elsewhere.
So I don't know how to highlight it.
Okay, that's good. Just tap it. That's the verse?
Children come out, but there is no harm. When this says,
Okay,
but there is
stop. Children come out, but there's no harm.
Let me continue.
Children come out, but there's no harm.
You won't let me continue.
Look, we have to stop. Take it verse by verse. The children come out, but there's no harm.
Verse. It's 22.
Yeah.
23 begins there.
So-
This is all one.
Okay.
Oh, that's not your phone.
That's
Give
my
the
phone.
phone
All right.
back.
So,
I have a better counterpart. Okay. I thought this through.
okay.
So,
It's a bad argument, man.
shut up.
You can say that, but
Shut
this
up.
is just on interpretation.
I got this.
So,
Verse.
okay, good.
So, it does say in the Bible that life does start with his first breath.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It
It doesn't
does,
say that.
but-
You're talking about Adam?
This specifically, no.
Okay, where does it say? Where does it say life begins at first breath?
You had it.
For birth.
No.
You're referring to Adam, correct? Well, no, ma'am. I can't let you make a false statement and then build off that. We have to examine the statement.
Have it.
You're quoting. You're talking about Adam, right? How Adam's life began at first breath. Is that what you're quoting?
You're putting words to her.
Okay, so then give me the verse then. If I'm wrong, good.
I don't, he has
Cool.
the
Find the verse then. I was trying to make her job easier.
I know.
Give me the verse then, where it says life begins at first breath.
Yeah, it does.
It's referring to Adam?
Yes, but.
Yes. So I didn't misrepresent her.
I do have a counter.
Is that the counter? Can I respond to that? Adam is not the standard of life for birth.
Creation of Adam,
Wait,
not
no.
human beings.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I argue. Yeah. I have a question. Was Adam born?
He was made.
He was made. Was he born?
No.
Okay, so Adam is not the standard for birth. Next
Yes, I know.
objection.
But.
Thank you.
Genetically, wouldn't Adam be the progenitor of every single human man?
Yeah, but he's not the standard for birth.
But if he's the
He's not-
progenitor, then everyone's
Could Adam have been aborted?
in a technical sense, yes.
No, he couldn't have.
He couldn't have a
When-
mother.
when- exactly. This guy's yapping, man. When we're talking about abortion as murder, we're referring to birth, correct?
So.
Was Adam birthed?
Is his equivalency. So this
Was Adam birthed?
is his equivalency.
I'm asking a direct question. Was Adam birthed?
What? Just
Adam is not the standard formula.
answer the
And
damn
yeah, exactly.
question.
Your own friend's telling you, man.
Abortion is murder, then yes, this is.
So Adam was birthed.
He was
Wait.
birthed from an idea, yes.
He was not birthed. Search up what does it mean to be birthed? To be born of a woman. Yeah, of course. Come join, man. So it's a false equivalence for you to compare Adam because Adam is not the standard formula for life in the womb. He is not the standard formula for birth. Why? Because Adam was not birthed. Adam was made out of the dust from the earth. So false equivalence. I'll let you go though. Yeah.
But.
And then we'll move on to somebody else. Yeah.
But I remember David did state that we also like worship while in the womb. But
Yeah. Psalm 139.
yes, but in the
You know who else worshipped in the womb? John the Baptist. How did he worship Jesus in the womb when he was in his
but,
womb?
like there's certain stages like usually
Yeah, stages of what though? Of life.
yet no fuck
Wait, different stages of what?
pregnancy before they're considered the fetus and the abortion happens before.
Ma'am, I said the zygote.
Considered-
I know, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm saying even before the fetus,
But
it's still life.
Wouldn't the fetus count as a fetus once it has a soul in it? Like, I feel like as soon as it hits that stage, that's the point when God decides to breathe into it.
So when does the soul?
life.
When does the soul begin then?
When it hits the fetus stage.
Where do you see that? Where do you see that in biology or in the Bible? Ah, you don't. What I'm saying is this: at the zygote,
Soul in just cells in the egg.
I would say
when it comes to
I would say the soul is at conception. That's
No, it's not.
that's when you're formed. Yes, it is.
No,
That's
because
when you begin.
That's when this cells just start
Yeah.
to form.
No,
And then
that's when
that-
that's when they begin its new genetic code and DNA and information that make you you. So you begin at conception at a different stage of life than the fetus,
Yeah,
and
but
then you
can't
continue
have
on
a
to.
soul without the body, and the body's not almost complete.
That's not true. The body is being formed. The soul is at conception.
Whatever.
Nice to meet you. Wait. What was your name though? It was nice to speak to you.
Ashley.
Ashley, I'm Lou. God bless. I hope you come to see that abortion is murder, because God has created everybody in His image, including the unborn. So, nice talk.